Welcome back, fight fans, to another video here on the Fight Game. When we look at the lightweight division, we see the presence of potential in multiple young, upcoming stars of the sport. The four most popular young fighters are Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Gervonta Davis. In this video, we take a look at Gervonta Davis, who might just be one of the most ruthless fighters we've seen in a long time. Some like to refer to similarities to Mike Tyson, a short, stocky fighter who absolutely annihilates those taller and bigger, knocking them down like a lumberjack. With a knockout percentage ratio of over 95%, pretty much every opponent Davis has faced has been utterly knocked out in one way or another. As we enter a new decade of boxing, a new era if you like, there is much to debate with regards to the future superstars of boxing. Gervonta Davis is a boxer who's been steadily making his way through the professional ranks, and although he's the oldest of the aforementioned boxers, he's only 25 years old with massive plans yet to be executed. Being helped by Floyd Mayweather is a privilege to many fighters who've entered his gym, but to be mentored by him is a prerogative of only an extremely talented, capable fighter. Davis has been taught by his excellent coach Calvin Ford. Coach Calvin deserves the utmost recognition for Davis's success, and with the addition of Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe to help with additional guidance and promotional needs, it would seem that Davis is surrounded by a great team of competent individuals. Along with that, when you consider the strong relationship with broadcasting powerhouse Showtime Sports, you begin to imagine just how far this group can go, and what kind of impact they can come to make. Gervonta Davis began his boxing career in 2013 at 18 years old and has remained undefeated for 23 fights so far. The quality of opposition has been much debated by fans and critics, but he is a two-weight division world champion and will defend his belt against Leo Santa Cruz at the end of October. Before talking about that, let's see how those world titles were collected. Davis knocked out the undefeated Jose Pedraza to win his first world title at 130 pounds. He then went to the UK to defeat the undefeated Liam Walsh.
He's going looking for him now, and he's trying to finish it here, and he puts him down.
Davis showed he was levels above. Davis fought his third undefeated opponent in a row against Francisco Fonseca, who he beat with relative ease.
Their respective careers.
Oh, nice counter left hand. Hands behind his back. That's
what a nice left uppercut by Davis. Oh!
His third title defense came against Jesus Huejar.
To the head, but then he went to the body.
What a combination. Left uppercut and down goes Huejar for the...
Davis's power was becoming something critics couldn't deny. He then fought Hugo Ruiz.
And splitting the guard of Ruiz. There's a combination by Davis, culminating with the right hook.
Davis has a cunning ability to find an opening in his opponent's guard, and with the total utilization of his power, opponents have no choice but to fall. Davis made his last defense against Ricardo Nunes, who felt the full force of Davis's power too.
Beat a bully right now.
Good left hand right there, and that's staggered. Nunes back to the ropes, tries to fight back, takes another huge left hand, and that's...
Davis is one of the most explosive fighters in the sport. He doesn't fight for a decision victory, he fights for a knockout. Davis's last fight came against Yuriorkis Gamboa on Showtime Sports, when he won the vacant lightweight world title. This was a good fight for Davis and a definite step up in opposition. Davis scored multiple knockdowns in the fight.
We talked about Nikis and Gamboa.
Double jab and then the...
Here, Gamboa goes to duck Davis's left hand, but Davis throws an uppercut instead, landing clean.
and Davis now in the final 15 seconds, and Davis lands a left hand.
Here, Gamboa goes to hold Davis, but Davis uses his forearm to stop him, leaving Gamboa suspect to a massive left hand. Davis finished the fight in the 12th round with a dramatic knockout.
Incredible. And down.
Davis steps in the inside of Gamboa's jab, then comes up with a vicious left uppercut to the jaw. This was Gervonta Davis's best win to date. Gervonta Davis throws his punches using the elastic band principle. The elastic band principle is one method of punching that's as old as the sport itself. While some boxers throw rigid punches comprised of technical precision, Davis is much more explosive and powerful. The principle entails a punch to be thrown with a twist in the shoulders first and foremost, and then the delayed release of the arm and fist. The shoulder acts as a fulcrum for which the arm and hand is to gain momentum from. Every boxer uses this principle to some extent because, of course, that's generally how you throw a hook. But Davis's usage is much more pronounced. Another boxer who used this principle a lot was Mike Tyson. It's the elastic snap of the shoulder along with the rotation of the waist and chest, which generates a colossal amount of power. To put it simply, whatever he hits, he destroys. Some boxers punch to score, Gervonta Davis punches to hurt.
Oh, that's why. Lightning quick power!
Davis, however, is not a one-trick pony. He's got the defensive skills to support the power. Defensive responsibility entails a defensive maneuver after an attack to evade possible counterattacks. Overall, Davis has the looks, the youth, the bravado, and the decorum to become boxing's next pay-per-view star. Parallel to that is destructive knockout power, flashy skills, and defensive integrity. His next fight will come against Leo Santa Cruz, who will be by far his biggest test to date. A win would put Davis in an optimal position to take over the sport of boxing. Depending on when you are watching this video, you'll either know the result already or will be eagerly awaiting this blockbuster showdown. The fight takes place on October 31st, live on Showtime pay-per-view. It's one you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video here on The Fight Game.